If you didn't already know, I joined CopilotKit to help them build the AGI protocol and to help them build the open source side of CopilotKit. And this happened over 2 months ago. And today is a really exciting day because we announced Series A funding. But what is CopilotKit? Well, let's talk about it. So what we are trying to do is be the enterprise agenting front-end stack, but don't let the enterprise part scare you away because we're so much more than that, and we serve to every sort of customer from a small startup to enterprise grade. Our stacks can be used to enhance your developer experience and make shipping AI features surprisingly easily. And we're actually supported and trusted by the major global companies like Google, Microsoft, all the other cool ones on this list. And actually, the whole ecosystem, including like Mastra, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and so many others, are actually building on top of AGUI, which is an open source protocol that standardizes the way agents speak to client-side applications, which is kind of really important because up to this point, there was little standardization in the space, so this is like a major deal. And I just wanted to quickly show you how you can get started with CopilotKit and how you can test it out in your application and see if you like it. The getting started is really simple, and we're gonna go through it together. And I'm actually going to show you our brand new VS Code extension that we built that allows you to test your AI generation inside of your editor without ever leaving it. And if I scroll down here, you can see the features that we offer, and you can click on this quick start. And there are really three pieces to it. The first one is the AI backend. So this will be your agent framework, something like TanStack AI, Mastra, ADK, built-in agent, LangChain, and so many others. The built-in agent, it's built on top of either AI SDK from Vercel or TanStack AI, whatever you prefer. And all the other ones are supported as well through AGUI. And once you pick any of these, you can actually go through their corresponding quick starts and figure out how to do this. So you can just run these commands and get a pre-built template. But the important part is it consists of two main pieces once you select your agent framework. The first one being the runtime that runs on the server. And this part can be optional, but I recommend using it, especially if you're using server-side rendered applications, because this makes so many things a lot easier and adds a lot of new features that you don't get without the runtime. And basically how you set that up, you create an API endpoint, you plug in your agent framework. So basically for this example, the built-in agent, and this one is using the AI SDK as an example. And then you provide that into our CopilotKit runtime. And this basically constructs a bunch of routes under the hood, which your agents from the client hit. And you just create a post endpoint that handles the request. And that's it for runtime. And then you have your client-side code, which is basically just importing styling and then adding the provider in and pointing it to the URL of the runtime. And that's pretty much it. And then you can, for example, import a Copilot sidebar, and this renders a sidebar for you, and you can actually talk to your agent already. It's fully hooked up. You don't have to do absolutely anything. And then what you get that is really cool is stuff like tool rendering, where you can basically render tools on the client, and you can actually see it in this demo where it renders this card. And how this looks like in action is if I click on the code, you actually get a bunch of utility hooks like use render tool, where you provided the name of the tool, the parameters it takes, and what it's going to render. And this sends it to our runtime, which forwards it to the agent framework. And then it renders whatever you want it to render on the client whenever you call this tool. And there are a bunch of other features, but what I'm going to show you today is the VS Code extension that we just shipped for CopilotKit. And voila, I'm in my editor, and you can see that I have this small little project set up, and I have a bunch of components that render weather information, because everybody loves the demo that uses weather data, because we used to love Pokemon, and then we moved on to agents, and now we're stuck in weather demos, so bear with me. And you get this CopilotKit extension, and you can actually talk with your built-in agent inside of VS Code, and use that to render the components that are inside your app. And for example, if I click on this, it expands, it shows you basically all the components you have in your application. You can actually like go to them and then see what they render, and you can click on each one of these and it takes you to the corresponding file. And you can also click the preview component to show you what it would render inside of your editor. So for example, if I click this, you can actually see it render the component, and then I can do something like Sarajevo, and it actually changes the component itself. That is really useful for you to like statically test it. But if you want to actually talk with an actual LLM, that is possible as well. So for example, I'm gonna ask the LLM, what's the weather like in Sarajevo today? And I'm gonna click enter. And you can see it shows me something. Well, the reason it looks so bad is because here I duplicated a tool. So if I, for example, delete this, you can see it's removed from my list of available tools. And now if I ask it again, what's the weather like in Sarajevo today? You can see it renders the tool. So for example, it shows me that today is a thunderstorm, it's in Fahrenheit. And now I want to actually go to this component and see what it rendered. So this actually, if you click on this, it actually takes you to the component itself. So you can edit this and change it and do whatever you want. And then the cool thing is, let's say I wanted to save this for later. What I can do is I can name this conversation, so weather Sarajevo, and I can save it. And then, for example, when I want to test some certain flow that I've liked and found useful, let's say I refresh this and clear the chat. And now let's say I want to replay this later on to test something out that I've made changes to the component. I can actually click on replay in chat, and it's going to basically replay whatever we just did in the chat for us. So you can basically save snippets and replay them later on. And then, for example, if you find an edge case, you can save it and then replay it. And this is saved in your project as a fixture. So if you want to like push this to GitHub for everybody to be able to use and test out edge cases, you can do that as well. And it has a lot of other features that I'm not going to go through, like generative UI. And this basically also finds this, and you can actually see where it is. You can actually open the code and you can also render it. This is what powers the demo I showed you earlier. Then you have the A2UI catalog, which renders all your A2UI components. And the last bit is the A2UI inspector, which I'm not going to go into, but basically it allows you to connect to your runtime, and then you can actually see all the events that go through that runtime. So they all show up here, and you can debug them and see what is going on inside of your app, what events are being emitted, and then like filter them and do all that cool stuff. And this is all built for you to never leave your VS Code editor, to quickly ship your features and not have to worry about going to the browser, trying to replay stuff, making sure it works properly, then asking the LLM a question a million times and just burning your tokens. This allows you to do everything you want in-house quickly and iterate on your AI applications without any hassle. So let me know what you think about it in the comments, and if you plan on trying it out and using it. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye!